All right, today I take on the tough task of fixing the job market. So, can we fix the job market? There's a short answer and a long answer. The short answer is I don't know, probably not. But the long answer is that I got some ideas. Now, I'm going to list these ideas out. There's three of them to be specific here. The first one's going to be the most plausible that could actually happen. Um, and then the third is going to be the most effective but least likely to happen realistically, if we're all being honest here with each other. So, idea one, and this one I think would still be very effective and it's somewhat plausible. It could happen. So, if a job requires a certain amount of experience, let's give an example here. Let's say I want to apply to an entry level role that is anywhere from 0 to 2 years of experience. I think there should be a soft cap there. So what I mean by that is that if I have a year and 10 months of experience, I apply for that job and I'm in the running. If I have 2 years and 6 months of experience, you're out of the running for that job. Now, this also means that if you get the job with a year and 11 months of experience, they're not going to fire you after 2 months. Obviously, you're kind of grandfathered in. That's how it's working in my head here. And I don't know if that is a thing anywhere or if it would even be effective in my Cro Magnon brain. Just saying it out loud, I'm like, damn, that sounds smart. So if a job's like, oh, we're a mid level role, 4 to 7 years of experience. Boom. If you got 8 years of experience with your senior developer ass, get out of this job position. It's not for you. This is for me. Um, and vice versa. It means like if you don't have the experience you say you do, then you can't apply to a higher one, or you can apply but like they're not going to accept you, kind of thing. And I think that's a good middle ground. That way it leaves the senior roles open for senior developers or any job market. I'm just speaking developers. That's what I did. So that, and then the entry level ones, it keeps these entry level jobs open for people actually trying to get into a job market, because right now a lot of what I'm seeing are mid-level and senior level developers just taking a little bit of a pay cut to work an easier entry level job, and obviously they're going to win that more than the entry level people will win, just because they got the experience. This company's like, I'm gonna have to train you less, I'm gonna have to do this and less, like it's going to be wonderful. So I think a little soft cap on experience would be great. um and that's just me. Obviously there's going to be more details to it. This is just what like is going on in my noodle right now. So all right, now we got idea two. This one, I'm gonna say it's more somewhat plausible because stuff like this is implemented. It's just not implemented very well, right? So, like for example, there's a lot of tax penalties for like offshoring your work and all that, and like hiring out of country. But there's a lot of ways around that. So, what a lot of companies will do, because there's also tax breaks if you try to hire in your country. I'm doing air quotes. You can't see, but I'm doing air quotes right now, and just gotta believe me. If you try hiring in your company or in your country, and then you can't find anybody that does your role well, right? Oh, none of these guys are actually like skilled in what they're saying they're skilled as. They're now allowed to offshore some of that work with some H-1B visas for less of a tax penalty. That's a real thing that goes on in the States currently, and a lot of companies just pretend to look for a role because of that. And so I'm not a big fan of that personally. And so I think there should be, more tax penalties for companies here trying to offshore their work for a cheaper price. And then I think there should be more tax breaks if companies can prove that their workforce is all in house. That's something that I think would work very well. It's somewhat in place now, but just not very effectively. And it's very easy to game the system. How would I make it better? I don't know. You're not voting for me for president or senator, or whatever the fuck it is. You're not voting for me for that. And if you are, shout out Lizardo for president. Um, but yeah, I think this would incentivize them obviously to hire their employees in the states. Like if you're like, okay, you have to have over 94% of your workforce in the states to get these tax breaks, they're gonna offshore a lot less work, right? I don't know if you could say 100%, but you could definitely get up to like 80%, maybe 90. And that's I think that's pretty solid. And then idea 3, this shit would be much more effective, like genuinely much more effective. And it bothers me because it's never going to happen, guys. And I know that you guys are going to agree with this one, or at least I'm assuming. Maybe I'm dumb here, but let's see. The most effective way would be to, and this also, this fixes much more than the job market. This is kind of going overarching here. This is a big one. No longer allow lobbying at any government level, whether that's city government, state government, like county government, federal government, nothing. Allow no more lobbying. Um, and by the way, a lot of other countries, I think most other countries actually, I gotta look at. I'm not gonna say that with 100% fact, but I know a lot of other countries, they don't allow lobbying. They don't even call it lobbying. That's a fucking word we made up. That shit is bribery. I don't understand how we can call anything but that. But anyways, um, I don't understand how in the land of the free, home of the brave here, we could just accept that every person we put in power is just, and not every, most people we put in power are just taking fat checks to pass whatever bill someone wants. I think that shit's ridiculous. Obviously, like I said, it would fix more than just the job market. It would lead to more laws being passed due to a politician's, personal beliefs or what they actually ran on versus, and I'm doing air quotes again here, just trust me on this, a donation they receive from like an interested party. Now, like I said, will this ever actually happen? Fuck no. But it's good to know that we know what the problem is and that there is a solution, even if it's, wildly fucking unrealistic here. And those are my main 3 ideas for how you could fix the job market. I think that would fucking really help. If you guys have anything else you think would fix it, I mean, feel free to drop in the comments. I try to read and respond to every comment. It's been a little harder in the most recent videos because it's been getting a lot of them, but I'm still doing it. Just give me some time. And then I also want to talk to you guys about a couple more things here. So this is for everybody listening right now. I got a couple channel updates that are like good news, but also like news I want your guys' feedback on because it's, not just my channel. It's not a channel. It's not my channel. Or I guess it's not a channel as big as it is without all of you guys. And I know that like 1,000 subscribers isn't very much, but we're about to hit that, which means in a couple days here, I'll be able to start putting ads on my videos. Now, that's not something I really want to do. And I want to be, very like vocal about it and like interact with you guys and see what you guys think. I don't want to put any ads in my videos. Personally, I think it takes away from the viewing experience. However, it's just something that I didn't think would even get to this point. So it's something I didn't have to really consider before. Um, but it's not like it would make me enough money to even change fucking any of my unemployment troubles or anything like that. It would be like for dollars, and I just don't think that's ideal. And ideally, I'd like to get sponsors for the videos, so I could put chapters in the videos showing where the sponsorship's located. And if you guys want to check that out, that's great. If not, you guys would be able to go past it. Um, I prefer that just because that way I can control what's advertised on my channel. Like if I put some fucking ads on, YouTube could be fucking putting some AI slop before my videos, and I think that just takes away from the quality of my video. And I don't like that, and it's not something I support, so I wouldn't want that on my channel. Um, but I would like to get sponsorships, and like I said, I want to be directly responsible for anything recommended like to you guys while watching my videos. And also, like I said, I would like to make money on here if possible. Um, it was never the reason I made this channel. It was like never my motivation for making videos, nor will it be in the future. But now that it's a genuine option, I do have to consider it. So like I said, I kind of want to open it up to you guys in the comments to see what you guys think. Like, what do you guys think is best? Because like at the end of the day, like I said, there's no Lazerta channel without everybody watching and everybody commenting and everybody liking. So I want to make sure that it's something you guys would still be okay with on the channel and something that I guess I'm vocal about before I just start fucking putting ads on and shit. I'm not gonna put like beginning ads, end screen ads, mid roll ads. Like I'm not gonna be doing that shit. But it's still something that I wanna, check with you guys to make sure that it's okay, you know? So that's kind of what I had to say at the end of the video here. I know the video is kind of shorter today than normal because a lot of it was more of my rant about I guess, the future of trying to make money off of this. But like I said, it's never been my motivation, nor will it be in the future. And yeah, I mean, I appreciate all of you guys. Have a great night.